Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about emotional eating and cortisol. So cortisol is your stress hormone. It is produced in your adrenal glands. And what ends up happening is when we get stressed out or we're bored or we're just picking away at food and then you go and put your hand in the chip bag and realize you just ate the whole bag of chips and go, wow, no, I'm bloated, I don't feel good, I'm tired, I have brain fog. This is a big stressor on the body. And then you feel angry, shame, guilt, frustration, whatever those negative emotions are. And that also makes you produce a stress response, a fight or flight response. And then your adrenals are producing more cortisol. And then what ends up happening is your cortisol levels elevate and they get too high. And when your cortisol levels elevate, that impacts your blood sugar, and then your blood sugar is spiking and dropping more drastically, and that impacts your appetite levels. And that often actually makes people more hungry. That often makes people crave more carbs, more sugar, and more salt. And now the cortisol levels can actually be a trigger because they're fueling different appetite levels. They're having an impact on your blood sugar and giving you more cravings. So then we start to see how emotional eating can impact your cortisol levels and how cortisol can impact the emotional eating. It's very powerful because a lot of people who are struggling with emotional eating are usually struggling with hormone imbalances, including cortisol imbalances, whether it's too high or too low. Some people refer to that as adrenal fatigue. I also see other hormone imbalances that people are struggling with, and I will talk more about that. I myself had cortisol that was about 7 times higher than it should have been when I was in the height of my food addiction and my vicious cycle with dieting and losing weight and gaining weight, losing weight and gaining weight. And that's because it put massive stress on my body, and I was more focused on trying to look a certain way than obtain health. And so then what ended up happening, my health declined, and it really had an impact on my hormones because, of course, fighting to look a certain way versus really tuning into your body and understanding that you're tired. When you have cortisol imbalances, you're tired, you have brain fog, you're gaining weight in the abdominal area, you're more moody, you feel more puffy and inflamed, more water retention, again, more cravings for carbs, salt, and sugar. There's many symptoms that can come with these cortisol imbalances that can then make it feel easier to just want to go to food. So if you are struggling with emotional eating, or you are going, oh, you know what, I think I'm dealing with some of those symptoms, there's a great opportunity to reach out and receive further support to explore and get to the root as to why you're emotionally eating or why you have adrenal imbalances or both, and that they do really kind of fuel each other in a vicious cycle. So if you're wanting to learn more about your hormones, you're wanting to learn more about emotional eating and what is possible for you to overcome and balance both of those, make sure you listen to the podcast, click the links below, subscribe to me here on iTunes, and don't hesitate to reach out and have a conversation. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you again soon.